something that had a lot of LFMs going for it when I was very dependent on LFMs. And on that note, Purple Snack has helped me out greatly with the grouping. Yeah, 16 to 18. That said, I'm going to head on to the quest now. I've also borrowed a physical connection today. I usually stream on Wi-Fi, but everybody is in the house, and that felt dangerous, so I wanted to connect physically to my router in hopes of a stable stream today. Forgot where I was going. Greetings, MRF! Okay, they are not yet in the quest. Looking forward to casting my earthquakes today. There should be a couple opportunities for it at least. Assuming that the warlock doesn't murder everything, as seems to be the specialty of warlocks. It says maximum 10 missiles, but if I increase the max caster level of it, I wonder if it would do more. Greetings, Dinodon! I am a fire elemental. And so therefore I guess my body is not the most physical. I should be level 20 soon enough. It's just 3 levels away. Ooh, I should try to upgrade another Ion Stone this life. I believe I have the materials for it. Let's see. I have Vibrant Purple. I have Pale Lavender. Greetings, Purple Snack! I have Dex, whichever one that is. I think Intelligence would be a good one to get next, because that exceptional bonus to Intelligence skills at level 5 is going to be really good, actually. And I mean, I do plan to probably, when I Epic Reincarnate, do a more melee-centric wolf, but yeah, I'm caster, so I'm gonna be a fire elemental. Maybe I might sometimes be a water elemental if, like, it becomes good at some point. Like if I need to cast ice storms. Greetings, an alias Namdigura. foreign-looking names always like make me nervous. Okay.
Inquisitor Noman waits for you near the entrance. An irritated scowl on his face.
Oh, why did I just bark skin him? I didn't mean to do that. We've got quite the group. Go ahead and just preemptively throw a earthquake there. Did they all save? Oh, I forgot to give myself freedom of movement, so I'm sliding around in this sleet storm that Seymour tossed. Or Pally Lock. Whoosh. Oh. Maybe I didn't target it right. Oh. I was almost hoping there would be a bug where I could break that door before waiting on him to open it. I feel like my lightning bolts have been a little bit lackluster recently. Did I accidentally turn down my lightning spell power? Only 201 compared to my fire's 269? Yeah, no wonder. You know? The Warlock's aura looks kinda weird the way it does. I think it would be cooler if it looked like my body of the sun here. But I think I could understand why they might not do that. Not all things have to be cool.
The novice who accompanied Noman lies on the ground in the hallway ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a earthquake on her. I always love crowd controlling orange names that have a lot of HP. Because they're like, oh, I'm supposed to be tough. It's like, oh, you think you're tough, huh? How tough are you while you're lying on the floor?
It begins to look more like a dark and sinister temple, and less like an empty warehouse.
Pupper, you wait here while I try to not die in these traps. Just as a precaution, I'm going to toss a regenerate. Ow! Dang it, that wasn't enough. That's why I didn't buff myself before I did that, by the way. Alright, let's start a petition. Devs! Make the Warlock auras look cooler. We demand it.
You will do no such thing. The silver
Oh.
caused enough trouble. Soon nothing I can say will throw them
Oh,
off
I'm
the
not a
scent.
fire elemental anymore.
No, you will
I'll turn back
stay
into a
here.
fire elemental after I
See
run
that
through
no one
here
gets by.
and miraculously take no damage.
Yes.
Pupper back. Elemental form back. Buffs back. Death Knights are undead, right? Yeah. Which means I should not be shy about using my Sunburst on them also. Now let's just, preemptively Earthquake, Firewall, Body of the Sun, Sunburst. Ah, he killed my Firewall! Okay, Ice Storm then. It's a nice plan B. Yeah. Rakshasa hide, oh my lord. Just what I need, the Rakshasa hide. I have an epic Templar's Bulwark. It's just as underwhelming as the heroic one, really. I'm gonna give myself the jump spell too, because I think I'm gonna use it. Oh, no wonder my Ice Storm didn't hit for very much. I took off my Ice Spell power item. Whoa, and I just stood in a trap. Were they immune to the blindness? They were immune to something about my Sunburst.
Inquisitor Noman stands next to a strangely confident-looking drow. They seem to be finishing
I think I'm going to anticipate another Sleet Storm and just throw an Ice Storm instead of wasting a Firewall.
Surprised I am not who you thought I was. I should have killed you at the start. This is nothing, my friend. A nuisance. The ritual is underway, and the silver flame is powerless to stop it. So
Inky's
pray,
got
shall
worryingly little HP.
now
Khan is not a dump stat.
yourselves, my children, give to the glory of our cause. Stand aside. Let my minions kill this filth.
And another Earthquake centered on him. A couple dots, just, for good measure. To heal. Let's turn on the meta magics for this next guy. I'm just gonna go to town on him. Nothing really good here. I'll take the corrosive buckler. I now have one spell which deals acid damage. Actually, two if you count contagion, but I never use contagion because it's not very good. One of the spells that you can cast is Slimy Doom, which is a acid damage over time, but if they make a fortitude save, then they stop taking damage. There are a lot of enemies with good fortitude saves, so it's of questionable utility.
You have entered the nether realm of Kyber. A magical barrier built by the silver flame glows on the path ahead.
Oh, you know what? This would be a good place to be a water elemental. No, yeah, no. Yeah, let's try out being a water elemental, just for the lulz. Since I'm trying to avoid my firewalls being murdered by him, I can beef up my ice storms that I'll be casting instead. Yeah, there are a lot of fiend monsters in here, so probably ice is going to be the way to go.
Lie in front of a sealed stone door on the far side of the room.
I wonder if you could just pick this door instead of pulling the levers for the locks.
Air blows into the chamber as the stone door slides open.
Minky! Oh, the mechanics. Got them skills though. Or not. But yeah, since he might be int based and open lock is a dex skill. gonna just... Did they already kill the fire ones? Yes, okay. The murder train has left the station without me.
Prying dragon shards from the cavern wall.
Oh dang, somebody else threw an ice storm? Who? Oh, those are enemy ice storms. Okay, I got it, I got it. Oh, you know what? I think I might give Minky the, crown. I should have cast Flames of Purity on Pallylock before I turned into a... Water Elemental, but I didn't. I don't need this shrine. Everybody is murdering just fine without me. Uh-oh. Immune to lightning? Crap.
Flickering torchlight illuminates a curiously
I don't have
wooden wall.
excessively many ice damage spells now that I look at it. I mean, and some of them only work on enemies that are like on fire. So, Ice Elemental is really just not the optimal form. It's good for my dots though. Do like my dots. They made short work of those Hezrus too.
This magic barrier is different. It is flanked by a pair of empty sockets. A chasm filled with jagged rocks and sharpened stakes lies under a narrow path. One wrong step.
Okay, even the first tick of my creeping cold spell-like ability, it's a decent little chunk.
Whoever did this must not be far away.
If he wants to fight me, he's gonna have to fight me in an ice storm.
The Fire Reaver Lord howls as his essence is scattered back into the lava from which he came.
A Flame Ward has a chance to drop here, but all in all, it's not like a super impressive item. I think I expected it to give like fire spell power or something, but it didn't. There was something about it that I didn't care for. Oh, you know, the other optional would be a nice place to use my Earthquake.
A drow priestess is absorbed in an elaborate spell countered by small gods.
Just threw a fire spell at a fire creature. Dork. There we go. Finally, my time to shine. Is there... Okay. So treasure bags are from enemies. I should use this shrine. Oh, you know, my Earthquake will be good for the other one also. My spell penetration's pretty good. I mean, just considering. Ow! Just 1 second too late. Cleric Wizard Favored Soul. Throwing lightning?
As the path drops deeper,
I guess they could be Sunbolts. But I didn't think Sunbolt made that same lightning sound effect.
bars entry into a massive cavern beyond.
Thought there might be hellhounds down here. Looks like I was wrong. This fight's pretty long for a boss fight, so I think I will not turn on Quicken Max and Power. Forgot to buff my dog. You know what, you even get protection from fire and magic fang. There you go. I'm just gonna like throw spells just in general directions. Yeah, now seems about the time for right here, maybe. Oh, I was right. Well, you know what? I've got Storm of Vengeance too. Might as well throw it. I mean, I'm gonna be throwing all the spells. My spell penetration's not bad. Plus 24. I'm only level 17. Where am I getting plus not 6, but 7 spell penetration from? He is predicting right there. So yeah, let's throw it. And for you, I have dots. And every other spell too. You know, you can have a dot too. No point in shining here, since we would get refreshed at the beginning of the next quest anyway. Dark Storm Helm, oh my lord. You know, I should consider re-preparing Call Lightning Storm just as a little supplemental DPS when I just really want to murder all things. For when you want to attack things from a distance, but also generate a lot of aggro.
Ahead, a Rakshasa and a company of drow are arguing over a pile of dragon shards.
Oh. Give him that last couple too then. I'll actually give my dog, instead of
Strange glowing spiders are locked in battle
Magic
with some
Fang,
kind of
Good
spear
Fang,
made
and
up
then
of
also,
pale
of
blue
course,
flames.
fire
The
resistance will
spiders
be
are
good here.
devouring the flames, absorbing them into their bodies as they attack.
I feel like I will have a good role in this battle because they're a bunch of good, tough Hezrus, although we've got a bunch of good, tough party members to murder them too. So maybe I won't have to cast it except to save myself.
The spiders consume the last of the flames. You find
We got a
yourself
guy with
unable
DDO, so I don't have to use this shrine right now. I can save it.
At last I am free from that disgusting flame. Finally done my bidding, vassals. I see that you have brought me the dragon shards that she needs. Though I also see that you have allowed some pests to follow you inside.
The demon overlord glares down at you with contempt.
The stink of Eberron is on you mortals. I will turn my attention to your world in due time. But for now, it pleases me to let you live. Someone must witness my return and survive. Destroy these intruders, my lady.
One of the Rakshasas growls.
We will report your glorious release to the world. Now let us leave this place. You must help us release the other demon overlords. I will do no such thing. Now that I am free, I have no need for the other overlords. Or for you tedious lords of dust. Not when she awaits me. Now be gone!
A burst of blue flame suddenly erupts in front of the demon. The spinner of shadows screams and scuttles back into the darkness. You feel her grasp on you slip as the silver flame guardian speaks.
Hold, demon. You have not escaped yet. Some of the flame still burns here.
The silver flame guardian speaks.
We have driven her back, but it will not last.
I might stay near the front here and...
We have consumed the essence of the silver flame that holds her. If you can light
I don't
the
know.
wards again, she will be imprisoned once more. Quickly now, she returns.
I see your game now, Flame Spirit. You are too weak to battle me yourself, so you use these mortals as pawns. You must have learned something of my ways from our time together. No matter. Let us begin.
You would be immune to
The voice
fire,
of the silver
jerk.
flame whispers in your mind.
Many spiders have burrowed underground, yet they can feel the spinner's pain. Hurt her and drive them up.
Greetings, Doodle Wipe!
This is pointless, mortals. I will not be imprisoned again.
A chorus of chittering echoes the spinner's cries of pain. Spiders crawl out of their hiding places in response to the demon's call. Once more, the demon's voice echoes from the shadows above.
Demons of Kyber, hear my
Oh,
call.
here come the Hezrus.
My children.
I think I'm for real gonna stay up here now. And, oh yeah, they're immune to lightning. let my dog handle it. Water Elemental Melee OP.
A feeling of dread overwhelms you, as if darkness has entered your very soul. The Spinner of Shadows has returned to the battle.
This is a level 17 quest. We're playing it on... Okay, level 16 quest, but we're playing it on Elite, so it counts as level 18. Yeah, the Spinner of Shadows here. It's odd, though, that I'm almost certain I'm not red boxing it.
My sister! Cries the Spinner of Shadows.
Free, and I call to you. Come for me!
Please murder somebody else, Spinner of Shadows. My dog ain't playing around. Good boy.
The Spinner of Shadows.
Good girl, that
decides
is.
to change tactics.
Arise, my spiders. Destroy the Guardian. Without
It can be with a disorganized group or a group that hasn't played the game a lot. But with this group, I think we'll be very good. We shouldn't have any trouble. Because what we want to do is... Okay, these are the ward flames. When you kill those little spiders, those spiders were an exception, that wave of red ones, but most of them, the blue ones, when you kill them, they drop a ward crystal. And you need like 4 ward crystals to relight a ward, so we want to relight all of the ward flames. They ran away before we had fully saved the silver flame.
The swarm of spiders subsides. The Guardian is once again safe. Time for you
That
to
has her
focus
spell
on your
resistance, though.
The demon chuckles in the shadows.
An amusing game, mortals. But you are out of time. I grow stronger, and your allies dwindle. We end it now.
Those Hezrus in particular can be trouble to weaker players. Actually, I thought they'd be more trouble for me because I didn't think I was that strong and they're weak, or they're immune to my lightning. But my dog's making quick work of them, it looks like. Greetings, Titan! I've mentioned this before, but I mean, I won't ever try to make you watch me. And throw this fire even though I think, nope, they're just resistant to fire. Still gonna throw the flame strikes though, because they've got an untyped portion. And untyped damage will not be blocked by their fire resistance. Congratulations! Do you still like him as much as when you first rolled him? Because you were pretty excited about it. And the Spinner of Shadows comes out, and you want to keep her on this pedestal, because when she's on this pedestal, she gains stacks of Silver Flame Purification, which takes off her force field there, makes her vulnerable to damage, and when you deal damage to her, spiders come out, and you can kill those spiders to get ward crystals. I'm gonna try to get this. Oh, we win. Dang, I thought I was gonna need to use a shrine.
But it is a shout of triumph. Once again, you are held in an irresistible web of force.
He spent 999 shards for you? Man, yeesh.
She's here. I called to her across the worlds, and now she is here. Your prisons and your wars mean nothing to her. Tremble, mortals. Tremble before Loth.
Like, unless I had a bajillion shards, I don't think I would do that. Like, I don't know how to dupe things, and I don't dupe things, but like, if I knew how to dupe shards, and I did dupe shards, and therefore had an obscenely high number of them, then I might consider doing things like that.
The drow brought them to me, just as you said they would. What shall I do with these irritating mortals?
Leave them. Lord commands. The demon web will soon swallow this place, and them along with it. Now, bring me the dragon shards. There is much to do. Loth's voice fades away. You suddenly find yourself outside the
And I mean, you've already made your legendary green steel that you wanted, so... Oh, wait! Check this out! Bark skin. Oh, he's just a geometric shape. Actually, he's a D8. So what would you call that? An octahedron? was insightful evocation focus, I would take it, but I've got +4 evocation on my necklace. I do know you love your great axes. I personally am usually more partial to falchions, but I mean, great axes are better for you when you want to see big numbers. And I imagine that's what you want. I would consider going back into fire elemental form here, but I suspect that Pallylock will continue casting sleet storms. And since those will kill my firewalls, I'll be casting ice storms instead.
We are in the realm of the vile goddess Loth. She and her sister, the Spinner of Shadows.
Oh yeah,
are the
that
source
axe,
of
I saw you linked it in the Slack and it had a bunch on it. This is
It
definitely
was only possible for me to come
impressive
here because
item.
Loth let her guard slip when the rift opened, and I cannot easily leave the demon web until she slips again. This rift, her sister, the magic shards she's plundered from your world, they are all part of some vast and tangled demon web sprawls out before you. Closer to my home, Loth
You
now wages war on the kingdom of
took
Korea
out the
in a little village named Eaststar.
Ugh.
The hunched creatures ahead make some strange and disgusting sounds as they root through old bones.
I mean, I can appreciate DR breaking, but like,
Dropped a guard again. Occupied with her sister, most like. I must leave.
at least tell me that you used the jeweler's kit, so you got to keep the meteoric
Tis a dangerous
ruby
journey.
augment.
You seem to be accustomed to dangerous journeys. Elminster departs.
Oh, you would be immune to freaking lightning.
The Spinner of Shadow looms in the distance. What will she do now that she is free from her prison in Kyber?
Now, since I don't think spiders are immune to earthquakes, that might be a good crowd control for later in this quest when we need to, you know, fight all those spiders.
Only the strong survive the demon web, and these treasures are not strong.
Yep, these spiders are definitely being knocked down by my earthquake. That'll be useful later. I'm gonna murder these spiders. It's not necessary, but it's fun to do.
Far away in the center of the demon web is a vast structure that can only be in the distance, the spinner of shadows scuttles along the demon web, intent on some errand of her own.
Okay, a Morning Lord, so that means the wizard and favored soul levels were a conscious decision. Might be a force specialist. I've seen a couple of those before.
A spider hatchery lies empty.
Nope, he's throwing flame strikes and
Consumed the weak and the slow, then dispersed into the demon web.
sunbolts everywhere. So maybe he's just trying to get a high crit chance on his spells? Because I think Favored Soul will get Fire, Force, and Light crit chance, and then
This will be the fate of Everon unless you find
Wizard should get
the rift that is
pretty much universal crit chance, I think. This is a chain. It starts with the quest, the Lords of Dust, and then goes to Servants of the Overlord. I just cast Earthquake on a web, by the way. How odd. And then from Servants of the Overlord it goes to the Spinner of Shadows that we just ran, and now we are in Beyond the Rift.
on a distant shard of the demon web. Loth reaps the spinner of shadows.
Okay, now I'm gonna turn back into a fire elemental because I'm sick of not being able to cast Body of the Sun. And since I've done that, I'll go ahead and give him Fires of Purity too.
Let go of your physical form and join me. Become greater than you ever were. Become one with Loth.
Loth vanishes with a piercing burst of magical energy. For an instant you stand transfixed by the strange scene. Then a sudden onslaught of the Spider Queen's servants snaps you back to the situation at hand.
Delicious, delicious DPS. Probably immune to lightning. Nope. Very nice.
Ahead lies a glimmering magical portal. You have no way of knowing what strange new world it leads to.
Magnetic of Ice Lore.
Away from the demon web.
I'll take it. They're about to fight all those spiders without me.
You find yourself in a vast cavern of stone deep below the surface. If you are to find Elminster, you must first make your escape from the vastness of the Underdark.
Do you think they changed the bind status, or do you think that it was just either they used to be bind and equip and that's an old like legacy one, or that when you upgrade it to tier 3 it becomes bind on equip for some reason? Kind of like the vampiric stone dust hand wraps. The stone dust hand wraps I believe are bind on acquire, but then when you upgrade them to the vampiric stone dust hand wraps, they become bind on equip.
The sound of
Spiders.
another colony of deadly spiders.
Ah yes, the druid trademark murder zone. Feels good, man. Thank you for watching, Doodle Wipe. I'll help him with this before I use this shrine.
You have stumbled into a group of heavily armed drow. They don't look anything like the drow you've encountered back on Eberron. And they also don't look pleased to see you.
And if that's the case, that's probably why it was so expensive. You said 999 shards? Pfft. A value item like that ain't gonna come cheap. It's like the old shards of Zoriat that were not exclusive, so you could carry as many of them as you wanted and just keep summoning beholders. But now they're exclusive, so you can only have one.
Three drow scouts are talking on the ledge above. Perhaps they can lead you up to the surface.
Okay, do these guys run like a special path that will get you through without... Nope, they just disappear. I was gonna say, we should mess with as few of these as possible. Oh, Minky's disconnected. Now, Minky warned us that she might disconnect.
A magical portal lies ahead. If the scouts are right, it will take you closer to the surface. The Drow patrol you saw before is taking a break on the other side of the ravine ahead.
Get a jump spell on me. Oh,
Above, a
toss him a little help.
Surface dwellers down here?
It snaps.
The slavers are growing careless.
Dog, you idiot.
After them.
Go to defensive, dog. Can you try not to get murdered, please? It would be better to carry scrolls of greater dispel magic, but not about that life.
Two spiders stand guard in front of the gate, almost as if they had been ordered to do so. Once again, you see the now familiar sight of the Drow surface patrol. A small but well-guarded Drow outpost lies up ahead.
Oh, Master Wizard Sabir! Poor Master Wizard Sabir. He's only a yellow name, despite, you know, being powerful enough to be recognized by name. He worked hard to get to where he is now. But did that get him anything? No. Standard monster. Can't even resist an earthquake.
These Drow fought with military precision unheard of on Sindri. Even so, the defender of the outpost is finally dead. You may freely pass through its portal and learn what lies beyond.
Oh, it counts me as disabling the trap if you dispel it into submission. Neat. Is that a poison trap? Looks like it, since Pallylock just didn't take any damage from it. Which means I probably wouldn't take damage from it either, because I'm an elemental, so I'm immune to poisons. Natural poisons. I do like Con plus 8, but I'd lose my death block, which I don't like. I'll take them for now and see if I can work in a way to keep my death block. He got Mike Haunted. Lucky you. +2 wisdom and charisma.
A voice from inside the cage calls.
Greetings, Cornecia.
The villagers in the cage anxiously point to a large lever near the door.
Thank the gods, I'd almost given up hope. But where did you come from?
I've got time for another one after this. I just don't know which one we would plan on running, since this is the end of a chain. It would be kind of awkward to start another chain right before I ended the stream. You and your great axes, though, Titan. Greetings, Jacorum? Glaciated. I'll take it just in case. Oh dang, it's Stagman! I like Stagman. I've run with him before. He might have been AFK though, because he didn't respond to me. Greetings, Pseudo ATX. I am not on Sarlona. I am on Arganessen. There's a gap 2 hands wide in the southern barricade. A good rogue could get through that. Crowhunter is not wasting any time.
Masked members of the Cult of the Dragon have been reported near this spot. Perhaps you can take them unawares.
I imagine we're just gonna do the murder everything.
And slip it into your pack. You may be able to use it to deceive them.
Apparently there is like a stealthy way to do it using like the masks to infiltrate, but I think pretty much every time I've run this quest we've just murdered everybody. I mean, murder. Black Dragon Bolt, you jerk. That ought to take the sting off of it. I don't even think this is the place you're supposed to go, but I mean, hey, it led to more murder, so can't argue too much with that.
You find a key to a storage closet under dead cultists.
So how about that, whoever it is that murdered them? Or trap, I guess, possibly. Yeah, it looks like it was a trap. Usually you can see the mouths to traps like that. Get back over here, pupper. Dang it, you died somehow. Crowhunter should be able to raise us. No, I think that was the dragon wing. What did I get killed by? My puppy hit a bunch of things even after I... Okay, Dragon Wing Sorcerer's White Dragon Breath hits you for a total of 727 points of cold damage after 2 were blocked by energy resistance. Ow. Tasty ham? Oh, it's not interactable, it's just there as a joke. Wait, let me get away from it before you activate the traps. Or, okay, you have to gather your party at it, dang it. And here I wanted to not get murdered by traps. Oh, we've gathered it. So now we can...
As the mask is lifted off the pedestal, a piercing alarm fills the air.
Stay here, pupper. Interesting that that happens to me sometimes, that I'll just, like... run through a trap and not even make a save. Okay.
A wizard blocks your way. You thought you'd walk right out of the front door? Think again. As the wizard collapses to the ground, his magic hold over the compound's gates dissipates.
I'm not sure whether I actually avoided the traps or if they just didn't spawn correctly or what, but I mean, I didn't die, so got that going for me, which is nice. Are there any nice named items that dropped here? I kind of got the impression that maybe there was, but... Alright, but that'll be my last quest for today. Glad it went smoothly. I like ending a stream on a positive note. Well, I guess I did die, but I didn't die in the traps. I got murdered by an OP sorcerer's dragon breath. I mean, with how much damage that dealt, I think Rantis is about the only guy in the party that had any chance of surviving it. I think he actually did survive it, and that's why he was so injured before I healed him.
Another one? Really?
Thank you for the follow, Jacorum. Anyhow, yes, I am going to end the stream there for today. Thank you for watching. It's a pleasure hanging out with you. If you like my personal streams, you may consider following my personal channel at Gemini166. I've got it at the bottom of the screen there. But if you just like DDO in general, then you found the correct channel here at DDO Stream, where we have various people that'll stream here. And I think they've all got their own kind of approach to the stream. So maybe you'll enjoy one of them, even if you don't enjoy me specifically. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Oh, greetings, Pseudo ATX. That little crown on my head, right there, is this, the Diadem of Fire, which you can purchase from the mysterious remnant trader. I think he might be called like a monster hunter or something. The Diadem of Fire. Make sure you get the Diadem of Fire and not the Crown of Fire, because the Crown of Fire actually looks like a diadem, strangely enough. But if you do accidentally get the Crown of Fire, you can exchange it for the Diadem of Fire, probably because that's an easy mistake to make. Anyhow, yes.